I know that you and I have had these conversations in the past, but I think one thing that is very important and salient is to ensure that leadership reflects the communities that they're serving. And when I say leadership, I'm not talking about senior management. I'm not even really talking about the EDs and the CEOs. You have to say if the fish rots from the head, like growth also comes from the head. So when we're looking at the board of directors, when we're looking at the individuals who are the funders who are putting all these pieces together, how are they being held accountable? And then also holding the people who report to them indirectly accountable to providing these culturally responsive services that are desperately needed in our communities, right? So I think the short version of what could probably be a dissertation of an entire conversation is like, how are we going to turn that mirror around? Like taking a message from our colleague, Dr. David Malbranch. How are you going to turn that mirror around on the healthcare providing community and say, you know, you have absolutely failed these particular populations for as long as you've been in existence. So number one, should you still be getting money? Number two, are you doing a hard, realistic look at why you have failed these individuals? And then if you are, then what does that change look like? And change does not mean, and I'll repeat this over and over again, having hiring a Black person into the position of the director of diversity, equity, and inclusion. That is not the same thing as making sure that your senior leadership is diverse. To hire someone to do the Black job or the Latinx job or the Alaska Indian American Native job. So being very realistic that, like, you know, we have to have a space forward to be responsive to communities, because I don't think you don't need a health and diversity a DEI director if you already have that level of diversity in your organization and through your clinic. It only exists for organizations that have totally failed, absolutely failed the communities that they're trying to serve.